Hey, folks. It's us. We're live, I think. Vonna's checking to see if we're live. Let me check. Yeah, I still have a pulse. Yep. I have a beer.
I have one too, but Okay, yeah, I've got it. Let me get on it.
There we go. There's Joni. Hi, Joni. Hey. Vonna's checking to see if...
Nope. Okay, got it.
Yep. Well, Joni's here. We can start now.
Sandra Ketchum's here.
Yep.
Okay, so did you already show your beer?
Well, it's in the same mug.
Oh.
You know, it's St.
Here,
Pauli.
I got mine.
St. Pauli girl. Oh, that's right. You went shopping. What is it? Dragonfly what?
Dragonfly IPA. This is a local microbrewery in Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh.
It's called Upland Brewery.
Hey, Beth. Hey, Marilyn. Upland Brewery. See, I don't like the IPAs, though. Too hoppy. Sharon from the UK has showed up. Oh, and Blue Horse Yellow Cow is here. Now we have to deliver.
Yeah, now we do.
The pressure's on. Yep. Oh, so I wanted to show. When did this come up? When we were doing Sunday is Quaker Sampler Sunday. And when we were doing it, and I was pointing with my finger, and then realized I had classier pointing devices than my finger, so I pulled this out, my big laying tool, right there, and forgot to take off this tip. And where'd it go? There it is. But that's a little, a tip for the needle minder tips is get airline hose from pet store, aquarium airline hose. See, and especially on your wood ones. Why can't I get it in the middle? Especially on your wood ones, get and just cut a little length of airline hose, and then that'll protect your tips.
Awesome.
So your wood tips don't get.
I'm all about protecting my tips.
Bet you are. I bet you are.
Oh, shoot.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll move on from that. But yeah, anyway, so I just went and got a foot of airline tubing for a few pennies and snip it up, and I put it at the end of laying tools and protects them. Love that tree, Vonna. Looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, Vonna worked. Sunday's a good show. I'm excited about Sunday. Vonna busted her butt on that. You saw on if you follow Vonna, her stack of samplers. We both had a stack that tall of Quaker samplers. Matter of fact, mine's right here. I mean, that's the stack right there of samplers that we talked about. It's an hour and 40 minutes of Quaker samplers. But yeah, Vonna busted her butt. She really put together a good show. I'm excited for people to see it. So we got a lot of samplers.
I hope it turns out like I want it to.
I do too. I still have to get the video ready. So I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
But it'll be good. Hour and a half though. Pack a lunch. Get a beer.
Or coffee.
Yep. Western Australia, Perth. Hi, Sandy. Good to have you with us. All right. Tips, not what I heard. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sunday's going to be an expensive show. It is, yes. Yeah, it's going to be expensive. Just have a paper, pencil, make notes, and yeah. And
it's not. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. Go ahead.
I'm going to say it's not just all about. I mean, it is a lot of samplers, but we also tried to make it like educational so that people could know what Quakers were about, what their samplers were about. And that was important to me. I learned a lot.
Yeah, no, it's really good. So we're excited for that on Sunday. And then this show, as have been the last couple, sponsored by Stitchy Box.
That's right.
So we really appreciate that. We're glad to have them sponsoring us. And this week now they have a URL, a new URL, and I'll put it in the notes down there. It's fibertalk.stitchybox.com. So that they asked, hey Arlene, all right Arlene, asked that Liz at Stitchy Box asked that you use that URL, fibertalk.stitchybox.com. That way she can tell how many people from FiberTalk are coming to her site. And so go there, and then if you in your order in the notes, if you say send me Rudolph, she'll send you a free copy of Rudolph's Garden, which is a little chart that she has, and she has some kits for it too. All right, San Diego's here. Becky from San Diego. Yep. What did she say? First time? Yep. Oh my.
Yeah.
Becky.
Pressure's on.
Yeah, and I'm really feeling it here. Becky's 5 minutes in. Becky just says, "I'm out. I'm out." It's San Diego. It's 70 degrees and sunny. I'm out. Hey, Krista.
But no, Liz has new things in her shop. She has Stitchy Box swag. So she's got nice vinyl see-through bags with Stitchy Box on it and these stitching tool wallets. Have you seen that one? Did you see those?
No.
Those are really nice.
How come I didn't see those?
Those are like made out of wool felt, it looks like. Or something. They're really nice.
Yeah.
And they have like a snap so you can, and a zipper so you can put stuff in. Very nice. And only in a really good price, just $8.
Yeah.
Can't beat it for $8.
When you go to fibertalk.stitchybox.com, at the top there will be holiday specials. Start there. Click on that and start there, because she has she's got little scissors, good traveling scissors, it looks like.
And that little wool ball necklace for it looks like it's a necklace.
Yeah.
For
pins.
What does it say? Tweed pin cushion necklace and pins. I thought that was cute.
Yep.
And then there's another little wool pom-pom pouch. Yeah. And that wool wallet, the stitching tool wallet, that's underneath Stitchy Swag, underneath the shop.
Oh.
Very nice.
Well, I got to see this now, because now that you're all locked in on it here. Let's see.
That one really, I love that little wool pom-pom pouch.
Stitchy Swag?
Yeah, under Stitchy Swag, under the shop. It's one of the under shop, and then down to Stitchy Box Swag, and then that little wallet, Stitchy Tool wallet. It's the third one. I think that looks cool.
Okay, well, it's taking a minute because we're chewing up bandwidth just doing this show. Here we go. I'm not seeing it, but that's probably me.
Yeah, well, it's under shop, under Stitchy Box Swag.
That's what I'm looking for.
But anyways, lots of good stuff. And
yep.
Liz was kind enough to send Gary and I our own copies of the couple samplers that we're going to be talking about on Sunday. And those are also available in her shop, as well as some very fine other ones that
yep.
you need to look at underneath charts and kits, and down under Stitchy Box samplers, originals, and reproductions.
Yep.
And very nice.
Now, what is the line of samplers? Because we had two of them in the show. What is the line of samplers she has?
Needleprint they retired or got out of the business, and they were like a huge reproduction sampler house for a lot of Quakers, a lot of Ackworth Quakers. And Liz bought the rights to those. So if she wouldn't have bought the rights to them, they just would have gone away. Yeah. And she bought the rights to them, and so she could bring them out again under the Stitchy Box name.
Yeah, okay. Because, yeah, those are some nice ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very nice.
Yep.
So Stitchy Box. Make sure you use the URL so that Fiber Talk can get some credit here so we can keep our sponsors, people.
Yep.
We need to keep our sponsors. So use that URL when you go to Stitchy Box and give Fiber Talk a toot.
A toot. A toot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Support them. Yeah. Linda Greene. Linda Greene already making notes. Good, Linda. Fill up that page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now who? Let's see. What was it? I was going to. Oh, Ort Bowls. We talked about Wednesday Ort Bowls. I was going to show my Ort Bowls. You know, if you say Ort Bowl a whole lot, it really starts to sound weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
So,
mine.
Yeah. So there's, yeah, we each have from Sassy Jacks.
Here's my queen.
I already had to empty mine once. Yep. So we got these. These was somebody in Weaverville makes these for Kim.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got those when we were there, and then the ones that I have from It's Mike's Turn. I just love these things. That's all wood. That's ash that he's put charcoal on and lime, and I forget what he did. But, you can just tell the way the light shines off it. Just beautifully done inside and out. That's the natural wood there on the bottom. But, yeah, I really like him. It's on Etsy. It's an Etsy shop. I've put the link in more than once because I think his stuff is beautiful. It's Mike's Turn is what it's called. And then this one's orange wood. This is the first one I bought from him. Just look at that. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
All hand rubbed and polished and shiny. It's he does beautiful work, and he doesn't have too many left right now because I think he does up a whole bunch, and then around fall, then he sells them. Of course, people buy them, and I'm sure it takes him a long time to make those things because that's made out of one piece of wood. There's no glued together, nothing. That's all turned out of one piece of wood. He gets the most unusual woods, and so it's a solid thing. And he has some little jars that have lids on them, where the lid is cut. It's all from the same wood, so the grain will line up perfectly, and everything is beautiful. Then little needle cases and all kinds of things. He just does beautiful work. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, Gillian Kirby wants to know, have we used the ballpoint needles? Yes, we have. I have. Have you?
Never have.
I have. They're nice. They're especially nice if you stitch the way I stitch, but I don't. I like them. Not my favorite. Peacemakers are my favorite.
Yeah,
they're nice. The ballpoint needles are fine, but I like the Peacemakers best.
Yeah, those ballpoint ones seem to be people either like them or don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them. I just don't, I have my thing with Peacemakers.
Yeah, well, I agree with you on the Peacemakers. I really like them. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so can you tell us the URL again for the Stitchy Box? We'll have it on our website, Jill, and we'll have it underneath the video.
Yep, fibertalk.stitchybox.com.
Okay, fibertalk.stitchybox.
Yeah. Oh, Linda bought two for Mike's Turn when I talked about him before. Yeah, I think Fiber Talk has sold several for Mike, and he probably doesn't even know it.
Yeah, he probably doesn't know who the hell Fiber Talk is.
Yeah, right. I just do wood things. Yep. Terry's always poking. What?
She likes the ballpoint needles because she pokes herself if she doesn't use the ballpoint needles.
I've never. Well, all right. So Terry likes them. It seems like people will try them and then they just kind of fade away from them. I don't know.
I do like them. I think they're a little expensive, but I do like them. But I don't like them more than Peacemakers. So, and I have a callus on my finger, so I've stitched so much and poked myself so much that I have I have a callus.
Like a guitar player.
Right. Yeah. I honestly it's like it's bad. Anyways.
Yep.
So Gary, you're going to show us what? What are you going to show us with your macro lens
Oh,
today?
I got things lined up here. So I'm going to show IX Stitch. I don't know her name. Wanted me to show the L stitch and how to finish on front. So
Okay.
I haven't seen if she's here or not.
Oh,
But
well,
it'll go in the video and then people can see it and she can see it later then. That's the way that'll be.
yeah,
So,
Gillian, I know it does, but there's also another European company that makes the ball tipped ones, and those are the ones that I use. And I agree, they're very nice. I just don't, they're just not my favorites. But that's, I mean, it's everybody's to their own, right? Everybody has their own thing.
yeah.
I've never tried the Sullivans. I've just used the European ones.
I've never tried either. There we go. Oh, Judy Coach likes them. So yeah,
I've tried, yeah.
Needles are kind of a weird thing because everybody has their favorite.
Mm-hmm.
And
kind of like everybody has their own way of stitching and everybody has their own linen they prefer and all of that stuff.
Yep.
And I think that they're very nice. The ones that I've used they have a very nice eye that opens up the fabric. I like the ballpoint for the way that I stitch. And if you don't know the way I stitch, look it up. You can find it. But it's I really do. I just prefer the peacemakers. But whatever.
Yeah.
So when are you going to go all Gary all the time?
Well, I can do that now because I set this up so I could show the L stitch, but it's kind of I'm going to show it, but I already stitched one just to do it. So here's what I'll do. I'll just go to the camera. Let me get the light down. There we go. And so I did a L stitch. Most people are who know, but it seems to be a question that people have. Where is that little thing? It's here, I promise.
Oh, I stitch is here.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, okay. That's
Vicky
okay.
and Doug is their name.
Where is that thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's the L stitch. I mean, it really is. It's nothing more than an L. So maybe you do it different than I do. I don't know, Vonna, but here, I'll just go here. So all I do is I come up from the bottom, and you see that little tag there. That's just how much it took for me to hang on to it. So I just come up from the bottom, and then I just come up, and then I just make an L over one. So I stitch over one and make an L. I'll go back to that now. Lord help me. Where's that thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I just make an L. Sorry, there. Okay, so it's just come up. It's so hard. Everything is reversed. Sorry. So you just come up and over one thread, and then sometimes I'll go diagonal across and then come up and over another thread. Whatever makes an L. Whatever makes an L shape. And another one that people use will be a T shape. So they'll make a they'll make a T. So they'll go over this other thread here and make a T shape. It's whatever holds the thread. And sometimes silk is really slippery, and so the L will slip. If you tug on it, it will slip, and so then you might have to redo it. But then if it slips, I just go over one of those legs again, and that usually holds it.
Mm-hmm.
And then here so that I'll do that, and then I'll come up and make an X. Let me see. Bear with me a second. So I'll make an X a couple 3 stitches away. So I'll put that L in where like 2 or 3 stitches from where I want to start. And then I'll come up and stitch
Oh, it's off, Hunt. It's off, Gary.
Yeah, I know. No, because I moved my thing, so it's
Oh,
about to be back on. I moved it so I could make the X. So there. Okay. So there then I make an X, and then I make my way back. So that X, and then I stitch going back, so I stitch over the L. And then that'll usually pick up that little piece on the back, that little extra tag on the back. It'll get trapped in the stitching too. And then you go over that L, and you don't even see the L anymore. And now this is my banding sampler, so I'm doing it over 1. I'm going to get myself all. So I'm doing everything over 1, but you can see that little L down there. But in here, all in through here are either L stitches somewhere in there, are whenever I need to start or stop a thread, and so that's all there is to it. There's nothing to it. It's just another way to start a thread without doing a way knot or a waist knot, and doing it over 1. It's easier to do an L, because I don't know how you. I guess you could do a pin stitch.
you
No,
split the thread. You split the thread of the
yeah.
linen. But this I stitch. So Doug and Vicky asked, "Do you like the L stitch better than the pin stitch?" You go and say what you think, and then I'll say what I think.
Well, over one, yeah, I like the L stitch better. But over
Yeah.
2, I use the pin stitch all the time, almost
Me too.
exclusively. Yeah.
On over 1, I only use the L stitch.
Yeah. But yeah, over 2, I do the pin stitch like you do, where the bottom leg comes up through the center hole, and you go over and come back and go over, and then make your final leg. Yeah.
And you know what I've been doing with the pin stitch, because I had kind of a problem today with my sampler, and it popped, and I've never had a pin stitch pop, but I'm stitching. I'm stitching on Weeks Dye Works, and you know how loose that weave is. I don't know if you've ever stitched on Weeks Dye Works.
I do. I stay away from it. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's not the Zweigert base, it's a little loose leave. And so what I did is I've been doing the pin stitch, and then I go over it again, the bottom leg. Now I go over it again, and that like ties it all together, it seems like. And I've been having very good luck doing that. So like I do the pin stitch, and then I do that same diagonal leg, just wrap it all around it, and then go on.
Yeah.
And it's been working better. But I had to redo a large portion of the roof on my house today, because one popped, and then I couldn't bury it right because it was so small,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyways, whatever.
And I've had that happen with both L and pin stitch, particularly with silk, where it will slip out.
Yeah.
And so that's like, if I give it a little tug, and if I feel it give it all, then I'll just do another leg, go over another leg, and that usually holds it. But if you do it away and then come back and stitch over it, then it usually snags it. Yeah. And who was it? Linda Hoke was asking, oh, you lost me. It's for starting and stopping. Yeah, you can use it for both. You can use the L stitch or the T stitch for both. It doesn't matter.
And this other lady, Gina Schneider, said, "What's the point?" The point is that that's how you start without having not having to like make sure that you're weaving under or laying your stitches over the thread to hold it. That's what the point of the L stitch is that you don't have this long tail that you're going to try to weave underneath your stitches to keep it held in place when you start. It's a clean start. There's no hanging whipsy threads underneath it to see on the other side of the linen. You start, you clip it, it stays, you go. That's what the point of the L stitch is.
And it also allows you to start and or end without flipping over your work.
Right.
You can just work from the front and just keep going. And of course, that's a huge plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can start and end them both. But it's just an L. And if you're having trouble getting the L to hook, try a T. Either way, it'll work. And but yeah, and then because like on these fanny stands that we're using, there's really not a good way to turn it over and end off a thread. So you just
no tail, Linda. There's no tail. That's the point of it. One of the points of it is there's no tail.
Right. Hey, Kim Young joining us. Yay, hi Kim. There's no tail. Like I have a little one, but Vonna's better at it than I am.
I am better at it than you are.
and humble and humble. I always have a little tag, a little thing at the end, but then I just, when I get a bunch of them done, I just go and snip them off. A lot of times they just get caught up in the thread and disappear. And
Yeah.
no, Joan, it doesn't show. No, nothing.
You
None
stitch
of it
over it.
shows.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, right. It's yeah, it works great. And then the other question was finishing.
Can you show your back, Gary?
Yeah, I don't
Linda
care.
Hoke wants you to show your back.
I don't care. I get a little sloppy with this over one stuff, but there's my back. For what it's worth. I will admit I've been a little sloppy with this over one, and sometimes with this over one, you have to do different things to keep the thread from slipping underneath the warp or the weft. But yeah, that's whatever. Yeah. And then people have asked about finishing off on the front, and it's really nothing to explain. You just
Happy birthday, Everett.
Oh, Everett.
Should we sing for his birthday?
You can sing. I ain't singing. I'm not going to insult the man.
Oh,
You sing.
Happy birthday, Everett.
Yeah.
It's St. Nicholas Day. Do you practice that in the
I have no
Lutheran
idea what
church?
you're talking about.
Okay.
No idea whatsoever. But okay, sure. So finishing on the front, I mean, I don't know what there is to show. There really isn't anything to show because all you do is you just simply come up. I've messed up my whole show. You just simply come up and then just finish your thread underneath the X's in the front. And like with this stuff that's over one, over one, nothing's going to show, especially with these dark threads. If you have good coverage, you can just finish off on the front. So that way with the L stitch and the X stitch, I never have to turn this over and I can just keep stitching. So yeah, that's all there's to it. It's not, people I think make it more complex than it is. Notice I did all these. I was so proud of myself. Got all done. Forgot to do these little feathers on this side. Yep.
Oh.
I was not happy. So I got to go back and finish those.
But see, like now on the coming up to join on the front, let's see. Well, it's just you cut. How do you cut? Well, over one, you have to come up a leg that you didn't go down through the linen on to finish. But on a regular cross stitch, you can come up in the middle.
Right. And that's what I would do. Yeah. Oh, I would come up right up in the middle. Yes, definitely. Yeah.
And then you just go under like you would do it regularly on the back. And then you pull it a little bit harder and snip right next to the stitch so that it kind of ooches back under and there's nothing fuzzy showing from the front.
Yeah. Yeah, the ooch part, that's the important part.
Yeah, the ooching is part is a big
I think
thing.
that's where, like, somebody with real talent like you can do that ooching.
I know.
Yeah, like I can't do ooching.
You can't
like
ooch?
You. No, I can ooch. I can ooch, but I just can't ooch like you.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't have that kind of talent.
Why would you want to finish on the front? So you don't have to flip if you're stitching on a hoop stand and you don't want to flip your front. Or the other point is that we're doing the queen stitch, the queen sampler, and it's reversible, and some of the stitches that are on the back are see-through. They're only boxes, and if we would end on the back, you would see them because they would go through the center. So you're taught via the instructions or the proper stitch or whatever to finish on the front. So that's the point of it.
Yeah, if you're doing reversible, you have to finish on the front or get pretty creative on the back, one or the other.
Right.
So,
Elizabeth,
sorry folks,
it's a funny thing. It's nothing. Ooching is nothing except a made-up Vonna word. There's a book, Vonna words, and ooch is in the O's. Yes, it's one of them.
Yes, one of many. Yeah, so it's really just another trick, another way to start. Yeah,
we're not saying that everybody has to do it. It might not be for everybody, but people asked, and so we're showing.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why we're showing it.
Yeah, just another way
Just another way.
After a while, you just have this little arsenal of ways to start and stop.
That's right. And then you
Yeah.
can just like intersperse and change and figure it out and
Yeah.
think, this is good and this isn't so good.
Yeah.
Now then, other people wanted to know about how you do Goodreads, Gary.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was setting up here. Takes a minute. I had to change lenses on the camera. So just a second.
While you're changing lenses, there's been several comments about my Christmas tree, so I'm going to just show it.
You're going to brag about your tree? Oh, here, let me go.
See?
Let me go all Vonna.
All Vonna all the time?
There we go.
I'm going to move my thing. Okay, so here is my Christmas tree. I have over 500 hand-stitched ornaments that I've all stitched all myself on it. You can see it. It's a big one. It's about 8 foot tall. There it is. All hand-stitched ornaments and a few family ornaments.
Thanks,
so
Vanessa.
There you go.
Oh,
I'd take y'all around, but it's not a Vonna show.
Well, you can, get up, walk around if you want.
Okay, well, I'll show you. It is nice. I will say it is nice. It's my treasure box.
And Vonna's quilt right there on the chair, too.
That's right. There it is. Okay, there it is from all sides.
All stitched and finished by you.
Yep.
And some of the older ones, not too proud of the finishing.
Like that Katie went down there at the bottom. That sucks.
In your humble opinion, it sucks.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But I got them all the way around. There it is.
That's pretty neat.
I think the last time I counted, there was like right at 500.
No kidding. 500 on that tree?
Yeah. And I have this one too. I have that tree too. See that one?
Oh, okay.
That one too.
Well, you're just a Christmas maniac there.
And then I got my, I'm sorry. I have a Prairie Schooler Santa tree too, but that's in a different room. So can't show that one.
Okay.
That has all the Prairie Schooler Santas ever made, except for like the last 2 years. Haven't gotten around to doing that one. But
yeah, you tell about that while I get the camera back here.
Oh,
there it is.
I hope I didn't make people sick. That was kind of wildly swinging, but I didn't know what I was doing.
It's quite all right.
That's all right. Yeah.
Nobody's gonna hold it against you. Yep. Well, here I'll put Vonna back up. You can stare at both of us while I get this set up. So.
I'm on right now.
Yeah, now you are. You don't want to be?
Oh, I didn't. Oh no, I don't care.
Oh. Because I can take you off.
Is it just me?
No, it's both of us now.
Oh, okay, great. That's
kind of special.
I don't want to be.
It's kind of special, heartwarming.
I know.
Me and you and a dog named Boo.
Yeah, friends forever.
Yep. Except that's not. I always had America. That's not America. Me and you and a dog named Boo. What is it? There's another group. I always thought it was America, but I'm wrong. Never mind. I lost you.
No, I don't even know what the song is.
Never mind. Keep on Rocking in the Free World.
I know that one.
That one, yeah, good for you. Yeah. my thing wasn't relevant to anything, and then you were even more irrelevant. So now we are down this path that has nothing to do with anything. Kim Young, Prairie Schooler Tree next Friday. I'll be your.
She'll be my friend because she wants, everybody wants to be my friend.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. Yep.
Not really.
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. It's too bright. Nuts. Okay, I'll do it the hard way.
Yeah. Nuts.
Okay, so
a dog named Blue. Oh, sorry.
Dog named Boo. Me and you and a dog named Boo.
Blue.
Working and living on the land or something like that. I thought it was Boo. Oh, now we're going to have to look it up, Gina. Thanks a lot. Jeez, now we got Lobo. There it is. Yes, Lobo. Thanks,
I don't
Robert.
even know what that song is, but anyway.
Oh, you'd recognize it. You'd recognize it immediately. I know you would.
Okay.
Okay, so the other question was GoodReader. Now, GoodReader is an app. I don't think you can get it on Android phones, but you can for iOS phones. And so for me, it's the best app for PDFs. And so what I do, if somebody has a free chart that I want, or for instance, Mary Corbett has had a couple times where she's, thank you, Terry. It is Boo. Thank you. See, I'm still kind of okay up here. Kind of. So PDFs, like if you, there's a free chart, or Mary Corbett has from time to time, she'll talk about these old books that are available to anyone that people have made into PDFs. I've gone and gotten some of those because they'll have little designs and things, and I store them all in GoodReader because I think GoodReader is the best app for dealing with PDFs because you can do anything with them. You can annotate them. You just do any email from the app, any number of things with them. So the question is what to do, how to use GoodReader for cross stitch. Now I don't use an iPad for cross stitch because I don't want to deal with this thing. I just a piece of paper. I'll copy them. I'll cut them up. You know, I just don't want to deal with this thing. But I know a lot of people do. And so here's like it's okay to show this so people don't freak out. It's okay to show this. It's a free chart from somebody. I don't even know who it is. Wayenberg. Anyway, it's a free chart I picked up somewhere.
Okay, yeah, right.
It is. See? Copy it. Copy it quick. Steal it. So what you do is get one of these pens, these stylus pens that have that rubber tip on them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just get one of those. You can get them. People give them away all the time. Or you get them for a buck at the office store or whatever. But they just have that rubber tip. So like one end's a pen, the other end's a this rubber tip. Well, this rubber tip is what you use as a stylus on an iPad. So you just open up this chart in GoodReader like this, and then you go down. You're gonna annotate the chart, okay? And it will ask you if you want to annotate the original or if you want to annotate a copy. And I always tell it a copy, so that you have. Then it'll make a copy of the file, and then you make your annotations on there and save it, and then you can always go back to the original. So that's yeah. So that's the here. It's gonna be hard to hold on to. But so here it is. So then I just blow it up like that, okay?
Yeah.
And then here on the side, down at the bottom, where is that? Over here, you see that little squiggly line?
Yeah. Oh no, it's gone.
Yeah, you just, but you see that squiggly line? Boy, I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the one you use, the freehand line.
Okay.
Okay, and then you choose that, and then you see up at the top. See up at the top? You can make a color. So you have the freehand, you make a color, and then you can make the size, and then you can have the density. So I'm going to do yellow, a 3-point line at 100%. So it'll cover up whatever I write over 100%. So if you do 50%, you'd still be able to see those black dots. And then all you do, if you've stitched something, is you just draw on it with the stylus, and then see that part's done. So I've stitched that much.
Yeah,
okay?
good.
And then of course you can do all kinds of colors, or not all kinds, but there's 4 colors you could, and it looks like there's others too. So you could do different colors for different things if you wanted to, and then you can do the width goes all the way up to 9-point type. So you can color in a whole area like that quickly.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's all there is to it. And then if I take it back down to its original size, see, then it's all yellowed out. So you can use that just like you would use a highlighter on a paper chart. Same thing. That's all there is to it. It's just to annotate it, use the freehand thing, select your color, select your point size for how big you want your line to be, and then whether you want it, whatever density you want it, 100%, or maybe you only want 50% so you can still see the symbols behind it. But that's all there is to it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah. So that's how you do it with GoodReader, and then you can save it. Of course, there's a save on here, and then you save it, and then you keep coming back to it.
Awesome.
But real simple to do if you want to use an iPad for your stitching.
Right. What an educational Fiber Talk Live tonight.
It's what we do, Laura. That's GoodReader, Laura.
GoodReader.
Yes.
An app, right?
It's an app. You get it. It's free. It's for iOS. I don't know. I don't think there is one for Android. It's for iOS, and I mean I have it on my phone and I have it on my iPad because I use it a lot for PDFs. So I'll have PDFs for work that I'll use with magazine production. We're always using PDFs, and so then I'll just have that on there, and it allows me to do everything I can do with Adobe's main PDF program. It allows me to do all that stuff. So if I'm on the road or whatever, I can annotate and change, fix, whatever it is. So yeah.
Right.
There it is.
We missed some questions.
Okay.
Are you done talking about GoodReader now?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, now
away.
then, how many years? How many years of
I'm
stitching
done.
to get my trees? I started stitching ornaments when I was 15. So I'm 49. So how many years is that? Let's see. 15, 25, 35, 45, 34 years. 34 years to get 500 ornaments.
There's something on there from when you were 15?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. See, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, next thing. What designs are the pointed toe stockings on the railing? Carriage house samplings. Joan Clark, I thought that you knew everything about me. Those are the Quaker stocking. I'm going to turn you now to show you.
I'll go to Vonna.
Okay, the Quaker stocking, which is the red one next to the mitten with the green stuff coming out. I won grand champion of the fair with that one of Needle Arts. And then the other one is the primitive stocking. The Quaker stocking is my own colorway. I chose the colors on that. And the primitive stocking is done just like charted. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of people have said they use GoodNotes. Yeah, there are other apps. I just use GoodReader. I use GoodReader because it has the functionality I need for everything. So that's where I go. And that's somebody asked about that. But yeah, there is GoodNotes. There are several of these PDF reader devices. So yeah, everybody has their favorite.
Okay. I use Terry. It wasn't your bad. It was Kathy Barrick, but that her design. It's not under Kathy Barrick. It's under Carriage House Samplings. That's before she left. Gave the Carriage House Samplings to her sister or whatever. Okay, so now what? What's next on the list?
Well, I want to know about that up there, the fourth ornament down on the left under. No, I don't care.
Oh, I was like, which one? I don't know.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't know. I have 4 tubs to get all those ornaments, those handmade ornaments. I have 4 tubs, Rubbermaid tubs, those big ones, to get them all in, and I wrap them in acid-free paper.
Yeah, well, I want to ask you about Sandy. I didn't know it was free. GoodReader was free years ago when I got it. I didn't know it was 99 cents, but still 99 cents for GoodReaders, nothing cheap. I was going to ask you about that acid-free paper. I read somewhere that over time you have to replace that. Do you know that? Okay. Thank you.
No, I don't know.
Thanks for your assistance. I just read somewhere that every year or 2 years you should go in and replace it. Okay.
I don't know.
Thanks, Vonna.
Well, I mean, I have 35-year-old ornaments on the tree, and they're not yellowed or anything. And I figure as long as they make it through my lifetime, whatever. I don't care after that. When I'm dead and gone, it's like whatever.
Yeah, you have no vote then.
Nope. Nope. Okay, so now what? Oh, there's all kinds of YouTube videos on Good Notes. Yeah, I'm certain there's a YouTube video on everything.
Yeah.
Aren't you? Don't you think so too?
Yeah. I mean, there is for GoodReader. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the one that I started using, and I've used it, and it works great for me. So, yeah. And people, I've seen a couple of videos about how to use different devices for cross stitching and how to mark them and highlight them out. And yeah, it's there's several options, but it was Purple Peacock asked me about GoodReader, so that's what I have. That's what I put together. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It works, but I don't use it for cross stitching. I'd much rather use paper.
Yeah.
I prefer.
Do you know? I this is really. I need to have like an eye job right here. I said that to you the other day. I think
You did. It was kind of an insightful moment for me.
if I could just see, I have a hooded eye. If I could just go like that, like take something and clip
like a staple.
Or what is those push pins?
Tell Keith to bring a stapler in. Do it right now. Just do it right now. Be done with it.
That's just it really bothers me. How much does an eye job cost, you think?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea.
See, look, I mean, you can tell, unless I go like this all the time. Oh God, I'm too vain. That's the problem.
That is the creepy.
Right.
That is the creepy thing about doing these videos. Is after a while you get sick of looking at yourself and you start.
Well, and you see everything that's wrong with you.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
What can you do? Yep. Jane Stanwix, tell me about that. I like that one.
Oh. Okay. So
you did bring it, right?
Yeah.
You did bring it for show and tell.
Here's what it's supposed to look like when it's done. That is pretty, don't you think?
I do.
And it's much prettier in this conversion than what the real colors are.
Yeah.
So
and who'd you get that from? See, I was going to order that the night you ordered it, and then I didn't do it. Now I really should do it.
You really don't remember? We've talked about it like 1,000 times. Country Sampler. The Country Sampler, Spring Greene Country Sampler. Remember?
Yeah, I do now. Spring Greene, yeah, they're up in Wisconsin. We're going to do a road trip.
Yeah.
You're going to get in a car and we're going to do a road trip. You see, that's
Isn't
beautiful.
That cool?
Yeah.
And I think what the big deal is, it's the what is this? Linen. Because I said
you can't remember what that is? We've talked about that.
Gary, I've worked a lot this week.
We've talked about linen and you can't remember? What's the matter with you?
It's weak dye cocoa, and that makes a huge difference. I think this isn't very good color in here. I don't have very much light in here. But yeah, so.
Now where'd you get that?
Spring Greene. Spring Greene, Wisconsin. Hey, and is Kim still on here? Kim, I want that Parisian gray and the sulky or sulky, whatever.
Sulky threads.
That is for the On You Stay. You need to. I have an order in with you. Can you just charge it to my personal account?
Her standing account.
Yeah, send it on up to me with my Mary France. What's Mary Frame? Break.
Yeah, frame.
What was it?
Something.
Frame.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, Vanessa. Write it down. Make a list. Yeah. Right.
Gary, write it down. Okay. Then.
Where'd you get that?
So, no. Did you get it? Okay. So I have one other show that I need to show you. Okay. So, I have 4 kids because I was very prolific in childbirthing. And so I make ornaments. That's how I have so many.
Thanks for sharing that.
So this is the new freebie from Heart and Hand. And if you join her newsletter, you get this link to this freebie, only people that join her newsletter. So I joined it, and this is her freebie. And I did it on black. It doesn't call to be done on black, but so all my kids got the same one this year because it was easy and quick. So there's my girls, Katie and Ellie, and here's my boys, Ian and Jacob. So that's how I have 500 ornaments on my tree, is because I have a lot of kids. And when you make 4 ornaments every year, that adds up. Think about it.
Yeah.
Katie's 22 and I have 4 kids. So that's like what? That's like,
well, how old are the boys though?
20.
So that's 20 years of 4 ornaments. So that's
so
80.
that's 40 ornaments.
20
and then
times 4 is 80, right?
Yeah, 20 times 4 is 80, right?
So you got 80 from since the boys were born.
Well, no, only one a year for each of them. And they're 20 years old, so they each have 20, so that's 40. Gary, math.
Right.
And
Well,
then
wait,
Katie's
but
got 22.
you didn't do 4 till Ellie was born.
Right. So I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So
You know, let me
Katie's
write
got
this
22.
down. You know, if I write this down,
22 plus 20 plus 20 is 62, and Ellie 14, so that's 76.
76 trombones in the big parade.
Math.
Yeah, you are the math genius. Yeah.
I know. It's amazing that all I do is work in a quilt shop for minimum wage. Oh God, how depressing.
Yep.
Okay, so what else are we
School,
gonna pull out of
years
our
and
bag?
years of schooling, everything, and you're in a
I
quilt
know,
shop, minimum wage.
Oh, I had to work my butt off too. When I went to college, I had to work my butt off in the summer because I never knew if would have enough money to go back in the fall. And I cleaned houses, I fried chicken, I delivered mail, U.S. mail as a casual carrier. I worked on a assembly line, but every year that I worked, I would work like multiple jobs. So I worked in a 24-hour period, I worked like 16 to 18 hours a day. I'm not kidding. And I would work and I would work and I worked. So anyways, there you go.
Yep. Looks like Kim has your charts on the way. Kim's abacus says
really?
23, but Kim's abacus, there's broken things on it. I've seen her abacus. It's, yeah, it can say 20.
Beth Fred said, have another beer. That's right.
Yeah, there we go. That'll solve the problem.
I haven't, I tried this because it was a local brewery and it sucks. It's not very good.
I don't like IPAs at all.
Yeah, so I went back to my old standard.
There we go. Now see Linda Greene, that's is it Linda Greene? Yeah, Linda Greene. She likes the IPAs. Yeah.
I like some of them, but this one's
hoppy.
this one's very bitter.
Too hoppy. Don't like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Keith because he'll drink it. He drinks anything.
He's your Mikey. He'll eat anything.
It's very bitter. Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like those. Too hoppy, too bitter. Yeah.
It almost tastes like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, whatever.
So there we have it. So Jane Stanwix, is that really big though? That's not a real big one, right?
Like no, because look at the whole
10
linen.
by 12?
The whole linen isn't.
Oh, that's nothing.
Very big. Yeah.
Wow. And you paid $300 for that kit? Jeez,
62. 62.
Check the prices before you sign up, man. No, that's a nice size. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice. I'm not. I think I can get it done by New Year's.
Yeah, you talk a good game.
I do talk a good game.
You do.
But I will say last night in the middle of the night when I woke up during my wake, do you have the wake in the middle of the night? Huh? You know, they say the circadian rhythm that you have a period of time in the evening, in the night that you wake up and you're awake and it's called the wake. Do you have the wake? I do. Well, anyways, last night when I was, maybe it's just called menopause. I don't know. Or perimenopause.
Now that I don't have. I don't have that. I know that for a fact. Yeah.
Anyways, last night what made me, I don't know why I think
I have no idea.
Crazy things.
I'm just going for the ride. I'm just going for the ride.
In the middle of the night, I thought about all of these projects that I have. And then I thought, okay, so we have the Queen, and I'm taking a mental break from the Queen because I'm a little, I just need a mental break from the Queen for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, okay, so I have the Queen and we have Sarah, and then I've got this one. I hope this one will be done by New Year's. That's my hope. And then we're going to start. I have that iStitch Designs, that banding one. I signed up for that. I bought that. We've got
that's
that
right.
one.
That's right. You did that other one.
Yeah. So I signed up for that in the beginning, or in January, and then I bought Jacob's whatever his 2020 sal is, and that thing is huge. And then we're going to start the On You Stay.
Yep.
I got all that.
Yeah, I got to get my floche for that. Yeah.
What am I
Well, you
thinking?
have
How am I ever
absolutely no
going?
willpower. You have no self-control.
No, I don't. I
So,
absolutely don't have.
you know,
I don't
that's
absolutely
what
don't have.
happens. It's just what happens.
See, look, Sandy P has the wake. I wake up on the couch and go to bed. Oh.
Yeah. That's a little different. Now, see, now that I can relate to, because now last night I woke up at 3:00 to go to the bathroom and couldn't go back to sleep, and finally just got up. Yeah, I know that routine. Yeah.
I don't know. Then last night I dreamt that somebody was casing our house and broke through our front window, and then it was like I got scared. And my husband is like deaf in one ear, and he is.
What?
He's got a hole. He's got a hole in his eardrum, and he can't hear out of one ear. And so the ear that he has up, he sleeps on his belly, and the ear that he has up is the one that he can't hear out of. And
Take advantage
yeah.
of the situation. That's brilliant.
Oh, well, anyways, I have to like beat him awake if I hear something. He's always like, what? It's like, I think we're going to be killed soon. Somebody's in here.
Oh, Keith.
I know, poor him, right?
If the Pope doesn't have him in his top 10 for sainthood, there's something seriously wrong.
Gary, he has it so good. I am such a good wife. Honest to God, I am.
Is that what that is? As judged by?
As beat me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just making sure we knew where the source was for the judging. Yeah.
I am such a good we are good for each other. That's all I have to say. He's very good to me, and I am very good to him too.
Okay.
He is so lucky.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He gets to laugh and have a good time.
Get him
I
on.
make him laugh.
Get him. Go get him. Right now I got questions for him.
Hey, King!
No, don't get him. He'll just roll his eyes and walk out the door. Don't get him.
He'll like twirl his mustache. But whenever he was when he was a bachelor and he lived by himself. When you
were courting?
I think probably when we were courting, and definitely before we were courting. And he would go to work. Now listen to this life. He went to work. He would come home. He would have Lipton Rice-A-Peas, a package of Lipton Rice-A-Peas. Have you seen Lipton Rice-A-Peas?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's like a package of dehydrated rice with like spices in it.
Why would anyone
put water
eat that?
in it?
Why would you eat that?
You ask me. And he ate. That's all he ate. He ate that and then walked for 2 hours. And then came home, watched an hour of television, and then went to bed and then started over every day. His life was sad. It was a sad life until Vonna came into it. And then I brightened his world with chaos.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it, because I was going to ask, brightened his world with what? I had to know.
Chaos.
But you took care of it.
Complete chaos.
Yeah, you took care of it. Okay.
I am entropy.
Okay. Long as we know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, as long as we know. I brightened his world with chaos. Yeah.
That's right. What would he do without me? He would have a sad, sad life.
Yeah.
He'd have a lot of money, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. He wouldn't have a house half full of sampler charts, that's for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
Brainy Dose in the channel is quite interesting. I know, right? We really are smart.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just have a lot of notes.
Stitchers here. He told me once when was it? I think it was when I was it was right after the boys were born. And I was like, I had been in the hospital for 8 weeks on laying flat on my back on magnesium. And after they were born, I hadn't walked in 8 weeks. And you kind of have to learn how to walk again because I couldn't walk.
Yeah.
And I had a C-section and they wanted me up and walking like 6 hours. Like they were born at 8:00 and they got me up at 3 a.m. to walk. So 6 hours after they were born, they were getting me out of bed and starting walking. I couldn't hardly walk.
Yeah.
And I mean, you think about it. I'd been laying flat on my back. I had 14 pounds of babies ripped out of my stomach, and then they wanted me to get up and walk. What in the hell? So, anyways,
Now that you put it that way, yeah.
I mean, good Lord, I felt like my bottom was dropping out. Anyways, then they wanted me to hurry up and go to the bathroom. Go to the bathroom. Have you passed gas? Have you passed gas? Have you gone to the bathroom? No, I haven't. I just wanted to lay down and sleep. That's it. I just wanted to sleep. Anyways, I think during that situation, he was holding me. I think he was holding me on the toilet because I, honest to God, had no muscle tone at all. And I can remember like looking up at him and going, "Thank you," or something like that. And he goes, "What would my life be without you?" And then he laughed.
Uh-huh. Boy, he's still a saint.
He is a saint. I always say that. I married Angel Gabriel and he married Satan. And that's how I always look at it. That's okay, though.
Yeah.
I always say, when I'm in hell, will you say hi to me? And he goes, yeah, I'll be sure to wave down and say, hey, it's really great up here. Awesome.
Thanks for the support. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Outstanding.
I know.
Yep. So, I don't know. What else we got? Got any other questions?
Oh, somebody ordered a hardwood clap stand. That's good.
Yeah. Love that thing.
Yeah.
I love that thing. Yeah.
I don't have anything else. Is it 9 o'clock?
Yep,
It's almost 9 o'clock.
Jeez, that's bedtime for you.
I'm going to stay. I already told him, be prepared. I'm staying up tonight and cross-stitching a little bit. I have to work tomorrow, so I can't stay one way late. But
not me. What if men had to have babies, none would be born. Yeah, I've heard that before.
It's pretty hard. The twins' pregnancy was like, whoa.
Oh, that had to be miserable. Yeah.
It was pretty miserable, and I worked full-time until I couldn't go anymore. And they were born at 34 weeks, but I was in the hospital from 28 weeks on. So,
ooh. Wow.
Yeah. And I didn't see, that was bad. It was bad.
They were each 7. They were each 7.
One was, yes, each were 7.
Oh man.
And think about that. Each were 7, and they were 34 weeks gestation. So 6 weeks preemie. I did not have diabetes. I didn't have gestational diabetes. They were just that big. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, and obviously they had to take them. There's no way. Jeez.
No, they didn't want to take them. They tried all day. Okay, now there's a whole story about
this. Now look what we've done.
There's a whole story, but
folks, this is what happens before we record shows. This is why it takes us 4.
This is true.
This is why it takes us 3 hours to do
the whole story, Gary.
Okay,
but
go.
Anyways, so that morning, it was a Saturday. It was December the 4th. That's when they were born. So they just had their birthday 2 days ago. And I woke up and I looked at my nurse. I'm having these babies today. And she goes, you can't have these babies today. It's too early. And I said, oh, they're coming today. She goes, what do you mean? And I said, I'm in labor. And she looked at the monitor and I was in labor.
Yeah.
So then, they had an ambulance prepared to take me to Riley Hospital in Indianapolis. For 6 weeks, they had this ambulance just prepared for me to transport me in case I started to go and they were too early, because they weren't like a certain level in ICU here in Bloomington. So they started like going anytime that I said, oh, I'm in labor, and they would check me and I was in labor, then things started like happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so everything was going wrong. They started shooting me. Well, first of all, they turned up the magnesium sulfate. And they would start it to go more. Finally, they can only give you 5 grams of it, I think. And I was at my top level, and I still was in labor. So then they start shooting you up with morphine because that's a muscle relaxant.
Yeah.
And so that tries to slow it down, the labor. And they shot me up as much as they could all day long. So all day long, they would not let me. I know, it was horrible. All day long, they would not let me eat. I could have ice chips, right? Because they knew it was going to be a C-section because they were breech. So all day long, they let me suck on ice chips. And I'm getting angry. I'm getting hangry and angry by the time it's like 4 o'clock.
Skip hangry. I go right to raging mad.
So anyways, I kept on saying, I called Keith in the morning. Now this just goes to show what an engineer is like. I call him in the morning and I said, I'm in labor. I want you to come over here. I'm having these babies today. And he goes, I'm in the middle of doing laundry. And I am 90. Listen to this. I still dig him with this every chance I get. He goes, I am 99.9% sure that you're not having those babies today.
Oh.
And I said, buddy, I'm having them, and I would like you to come over here. Wouldn't you, as their father, want to be present for their birth? And he goes, and when I get that tone of voice, he knows, like,
Mm-hmm.
So anyways, he goes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send Katie home with your mom, and I'm going to finish the laundry because, Lord God knows that you have to finish the laundry before you go have a baby, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, so he finishes the laundry. He doesn't get over to the hospital until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so by this time I was like a little on edge because, it hurts to be in labor, right? And you're shitting you up with morphine and you've been on your back for 7 weeks and you're just like tired, just done.
Yeah.
And he comes over and he goes, you're not having the baby. You're just fine. Look, you're fine. You'll be great. It's okay. And I said, okay, so if I don't have these babies, will you go get me Chinese food? Because I said, I don't want to eat this hospital food. If I don't have the babies tonight, would you please go get me some Chinese food? And he goes, I won't go. I'm not going to go get you Chinese food, but I might get you like McDonald's or something. And I was like, okay, whatever. Anything's better than that. So all day long, he was like, see, you want to get your McDonald's, don't you? You aren't going to go into labor. You can stop it. Stop thinking about it. You can not go into labor. Just stop thinking. It's going to be okay. Well, anyways, at 8 p.m., so I've been in labor for 14 hours. 8 p.m. that night, they were born at 8:39 and 8:41. And so there you go. I didn't get McDonald's. The bottom was falling out. They were getting me up 6 hours later to walk me, ask me. It was just kind of a nightmare. It was just kind of a nightmare. Then it was like, oh, you got to breastfeed your babies. Come down here and breastfeed your babies. So I basically was in NICU. They had to stay for 11 days. So we got to come home on December 15th. But I had stayed in the NICU with them day and night. I didn't sleep. And then so when we got home, because I was just breastfeeding all the time.
Yeah. Man.
It was kind of like a harrowing experience.
Yes, I would say.
But I'm glad for him. I had another baby after that, 6 years later. Had to like kind of forget about that whole scenario. But then when I got pregnant with Ellie, they thought she was triplets.
Oh no. No.
Yeah, and these were all naturally conceived. All natural.
Man.
I didn't have any, I just
triplets.
That's in my
Triplets after twins. Oh man.
Yeah, they thought she was triplets, and you should have saw Keith's face for that.
Oh man, that'd make anyone run and scream.
Oh gosh. Oh.
But nope, it was just Ellie. One Ellie.
Just Ellie.
One
Thank
Ellie
God
to go.
For Ellie. I tell you what, Ellie, I just love that. I just love that girl. I love all of them, but Ellie is just one. She looks just like me. That's another reason why I like her.
Well, yeah, and then she got her braces off too. Yeah, go Ellie.
Yeah. She's got nicer teeth than me though now.
I bet that was weird. I bet that was weird for her. I didn't ever have braces. I
never did either.
Yeah, parents couldn't afford them, I'm sure, but I bet that was weird having those off after she must have had several years, huh?
She had them 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
I think she had them 3 years. And all 4 of my kids had braces for that long, and they all have beautiful teeth. But see, mine are straight. I didn't have braces, but these front teeth are ugly.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yep. There we have it.
Linda Wagner, I hope you get a fantastic Mother's Day gift. I just am happy with my family. I don't really get good Mother's Day gifts. What do I get? I usually get to go out to eat, I think. And that's like, for me, is like a big deal because we don't do that around here. So anyways, okay, that's the end of the story. It's kind of
a good story.
Well,
it's a good story.
It is a good story.
We have 4 healthy, happy kids, so there you have it.
Yeah. And they're good.
Want?
I think they're good contributing members of society. We're not like We all have our issues. We have problems too, but
Yep.
they're good kids. They're all good kids.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. We're told that they
Sunday.
were pregnant. I guess it was such a gross. Oh, yeah. Husband pregnant. Oh, jeez.
I was always happy. And my husband made me walk all the time too when I was pregnant.
He's a walker.
Tyrant.
He's a
Oh
hiker.
God.
Yeah.
I told him the other day when we were walking one night. We walk every day, you know that. But anyways,
Yeah.
the other night when we were walking, I said, "When I die, can you please put on my headstone from 1994 after she met me, she walked her ass off."
Now that would be good. That would be good.
She walked her ass off after 1994.
People who do
Good
those
Lord.
gravestone rubbings, man, they would be all over that one. Yeah.
She walked her ass off.
That's a good
But
one.
anyways,
Yeah.
that's true. That's all we do. That's all the man wants to do is walk. And we walk and we walk and we walk and we walk.
Yeah. Well,
But whatever.
better than the alternative.
That's right. I
Yep.
mean, it's good. I mean, I'm happy.
Yep.
I am happy. I like walking. He's very coaching me on my life changes and he's supportive.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So Sunday, Sampler Sunday, tune in.
Yep. Quaker Sampler. Yeah. I don't know how many we had.
Like 15.
I was going to say 15 different Quaker samplers.
I think at least 15.
Yeah, reproduction and otherwise.
And modern day.
Modern, yeah, inspired and so on and so forth. 15 of them, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I did interviewed. Oh, I got to tell people. Mother Eagle Embroidery. Instagram. Go to Instagram.
Oh yeah.
Mother Eagle Embroidery. Kate Toome from England. I interviewed her the other day, and that show will be in early January. But I'm telling you, that is some spectacular stuff there.
Yeah, I was sad that I couldn't do that. Why couldn't I do that? Oh yeah,
Because you were working.
I was doing the. Was I working or was I doing the Quaker? I was doing because
Yeah.
today you did Allie, and I would have liked to
Yeah,
have been there
you did,
to
yeah.
do that one too.
Yeah, but yeah, follow Kate Toome, Mother Eagle Embroidery, because the woman is just doing some spectacular work all the way around. Really, really deep and well thought out. It's yeah, and it was so much fun to talk to her. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's coming up in January, and then yeah, I talked to Allie Dudley, who we met at Sassy Jack's, and got to learn about her her weaving, and she's now headed to a farm. She says she's moving on the solstice, so a couple days. She's headed to a farm, and she's going to learn how to grow flax and make it into linen because she's a weaver, and then also grow plants that for dyes.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's interesting. I had a great talk with her. Yeah.
Yep.
She's fantastic. Yep.
Okay, and then Sunday's the sampler, and then who's next Wednesday? Arlene or Debbie?
Debbie.
Debbie, and then next Friday we're live again.
Right. And then I forget who's up on Sunday, and then we'll be back 2 times the week before Christmas because we're doing a special year-end show, and we'll do a Wednesday show, and then a Friday show. So by then, people are absolutely fed up with us.
They're already saying, "I don't like Vonna. Get her off of here, Gary." Josie Matthias says, "I have beautiful skin." Mary Kay, Josie. That's what it is, Mary Kay.
They still sell that stuff, really?
Mm-hmm. I'm actually a Mary Kay dealer.
Yeah.
To myself, I just deal it to myself.
Do you have the pink Cadillac?
No, I would never get a pink cat. I don't sell that much to myself. But that's what it is. I think it is. And jeans. I think both of my grandmothers, my maternal and my paternal grandmothers, had beautiful. They had very unlined skin. I'm very worried about these forehead wrinkles, though. I'm really worried about them. See. I'm vain, Gary, and then I got the marionette things here
Right.
too.
Then you
I
got
try to
you got the droopy eye thing.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
really
got
needs
the
to
droopy
go.
eye
See,
thing
look how
there.
much better I look just with just a little thing like that.
That's
See?
how that's my immediate reaction was, wow, stunning, right
That's a
there.
big difference right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, that was it.
I'm just being real, pointing out my flaws.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I guess that's it then, right? We're
That's
just
a that's
stalling
all
the
I got. I mean,
inevitable.
that's a high note. We got to go out on that high note. Beautiful
That's
skin.
right.
Got to fix this eye. Got
Botox.
the wrinkle Botox there. Joni,
Yeah, I
Joni,
know. Joni's
Joni.
got me.
Thank you, Joni.
Joni's got my back.
All right, all right. We're leaving on Joni's Botox selection right there. Yeah.
It was fun. I always have fun. And thanks for listening to all my stuff. I know that might have been TMI. Sorry about that, people. I got
And
a little carried away.
and thanks to Stitchy Box. Now go to Stitchy Box and check out that stuff. Fibertalk.stitchybox.com.
Yeah.
Check
Yeah.
out
Don't forget
the
that.
holiday specials
Right?
and put in there, send me Rudolph with your order. Put in the notes, and then you'll get the free chart
Yeah.
at
Check
the
out the
Stitchy
Stitchy
Box.
wallet, the Stitchy bags.
Yeah, I got to go check out that Stitchy wallet now. I couldn't
I
find that.
really
So
like the Stitchy wallet.
yeah. Plus, what fun saying Stitchy wallet 100 times right there.
Yeah, Stitchy wallet.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
So go do
All
that at
right.
Stitchy Box. That's it. We're out.
People, thank you. Thank you so much for watching us.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Bye, Gary.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.